I've got a story that goes along with that because years ago Shelly and I were struggling with our kids, and at the time we were struggling so much that I remember imagining my perfect future. And in the perfect future, I had my kids walking around getting along with each other, and my wife and I were loving on each other, and everything was beautiful and there was no conflict. And I remember going through this, and I actually imagined the perfect world. And then I caught myself after a few minutes saying, wait a minute, if I'm assuming someday my kids are going to grow up and there's going to be no conflict between my boys and me, or my wife and me, or that's just kind of a false reality. And so I kind of had to reset what, and I'm not going to call it perfection. I'm going to call it, a future happiness or a future joy would look like.
Hmm.
And it was a little different than the perfect world, right? It was a little
Okay.
different than utopia, right? But it was the attempts as we face challenges to get along, or to go through them with the right spirit, or and I remember kind of writing down, and I'm a writer. I'll sit down and write down kind of some of the things that I think I can do that'll get us closer to that eventual joyful, happy family that in general wants to get along, and
Hmm.
faces conflict with the right kind of spirit and those kind of things. And I kind of made the activities that I thought would lead us there kind of a habit. And I would like to think that a lot of my became more my patterns than the past.